Wow. Now, when you got burned, did it affect your tattoos? Did you have to tattoo over it?
Yeah, so I lost all of my tattoos on my legs.
Wow.
Yes, I lost my first tattoo ever, which was a Dag Nasty tattoo, this hardcore band, punk band that I loved forever, and a Bones tattoo, which was my nickname growing up. But I lost everything on my legs. So then they do what's called like grafting. So and I lost some tattoos from my back. So it's like a cheese grater, and they grate all of your skin off your back and my thighs, and then they staple it to you with pig cadaver.
Whoa. And
they wait for you to start healing. So I lost a lot of tattoos, and then I did like on my thighs. You can't really see. I did memorials for Lil Chris, Che, and DJ AM, who all passed away in the accident. So I put them on my legs over the grafts, so you can't really see it. But yeah, I mean, I got out pretty well, man. Like, I mean, you can kind of see it on my hand. My hand, you can see it's discolored and stuff. But for having almost 70% of my body burnt, like, you can't really tell.
That's amazing. Yeah, you can't really tell at all because you're so tattooed up. The pain of healing burns is supposed to be excruciating.
It's the fucking worst thing ever. Well, for me too. I mean, I don't think you guys ever think about being burnt. I know I didn't. Right. I would just be like, I don't know. I just never think about fire until you're on fire, and then you're like, oh shit, and then the treatments afterwards to like do everything, like they would put me in this big pan that was literally about as big as this table with different people all around you, and they would scrape all my burns with a metal brush to get rid of all the infection. Because I basically, when I jumped through the emergency exit, when I opened the emergency exit before the plane blew up, I was in such a hurry to get out of the plane and exit the plane. I jumped right into the jet, which is full of fuel. So my whole body lit up, So I had jet fuel just in my whole body. Like, I burped jet fuel for almost like 3 months. Oh God. So they had that was the main thing to get rid of the infection, is they scrub you with a metal brush to get rid of all of it and all of the dead skin. And then I did about 30 surgeries to repair everything, like skin graft surgeries. They saved my foot because at one point they were going to amputate my right foot. Yeah, it was wild. I have pictures from it.
That burnt that they were going to have to amputate it?
My right foot almost didn't make it.
Was it because the way it was necrosis, or like what was going on that they were going to amputate it?
I think because that was the thing that was most soaked was my shoes and socks when I jumped into the jets, And I had done I had exited the plane. I had started running. I had started ripping off my clothes. Just that's what my instinct told me, is just get rid of everything. But little did I know I would still be on fire because the jet fuel was, I was soaked in it. So I'm actually running towards a highway. A highway's right on the side of me. And I just hear some guy yell stop, drop, and roll. And it just I heard it out of all this chaos of every sirens and everything. And I stopped, drop, and rolled, and the only thing that was still on fire was my feet. And AM came and patted them out. So I think they were on fire the longest too. So still, I think my right foot is probably over 50% of it's a graft.
Wow.
Yeah, it's wild. But that was I never, like I said, I never even thought about it. It's not something you think about until it happens to you. But being burnt is it's horrific,